So I made $6,500 on YouTube, and believe it or not, I did almost everything wrong. In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. So let's go. So $6,500 on YouTube with just 7,000 subscribers, believe it or not, from multiple streams. So that wasn't just an AdSense. AdSense was dollars, and affiliate was $1,000, give it or take. Okay, it was a little bit $1,000, but anyways, I put 1K. So now sponsor, I also had a sponsor on this channel. I had one sponsor that actually paid. However, I don't really want to share the amount that sponsor paid because I believe that this is something that, well, okay, just give me 1 second, guys, because Kat really wants to be on the desk. Anyways, like, I'm not going to share this because the company itself, I'm pretty sure, wouldn't be really happy if I would share this amount, because, you know, this is a kind of a private deal that you make as a content creator with the company that is sponsoring your video or some of your videos or segment, you know, in the video. Anyways, I also had a lot of potential sponsorships on this channel, but again, I didn't want to, like, you know, promote something that was basically not aligning with my kind of identity, let's say. And also I didn't want to push scams, you know, believe it or not, there are many of them in crypto space. Some YouTubers, you know, push it, some YouTubers don't. I didn't want to promote some bullshit. So looking at my AdSense, this is a screenshot that I made a couple of days ago, actually on April 21st, and I started this channel on December 6th, or actually I got monetized finally on December 6th, 2023. And as you can clearly see, I don't have any type of views, any type of an action and analytics. You know, I don't upload videos to this channel for a very, very long time. Honestly, I just got burned. And this is something that I like talking about right now, you know, how to make money on YouTube. Anyways, so I made 1 million views, 69k watch hours, and I got over 7,000 subscribers. I think the peak was 7,300. Nonetheless, I made 20,000 zloty pretty much. And the reason why this is currency that isn't dollars is because I'm not American, so you won't have to register your AdSense account once you get monetized, of course, with the country that aligns of, you know, where you are from, so you can actually legally get that money, if that makes sense. Many YouTubers actually advising that you should, you know, so for example, like if I'm Polish and I'm living, I don't know, in the UK at the moment, I shouldn't really tie it to UK because I don't, you know, like have a passport from UK. Nonetheless, I'm a resident. However, this is a little bit of a nuance if it comes to AdSense. You know, you have to align it with the documents that you have. Maybe this is topic for another video. So as you can clearly see, that's the money I made. And now income breakdown, these are just two examples, guys. The bigger video was 6,000. Like the views on my channel, my videos were varying from, like, let's say 1,000 up to 8 or 9,000. I think that was the biggest amount of views that I got on a single video. So as you can see, I got 500 hours and 108 zloty for this particular video, and that's equivalent to 30 US dollars. And the second video, of course, there were plenty of videos on the channel, but, you know, I just put two as an example, was only 1,000 views, and I got 5 subscribers and 18 zloty, which wasn't really a lot, $5, right? So the benefit of these type of channels is that I could make, you know, endless videos throughout the day, like, you know, 1, 2, 5, 10. But imagine being on a computer constantly and recording crypto videos, you know. So like after 1 year of running this channel, there was a little bit of a, you know, time consuming and also, you know, mentally draining, if that makes sense, you know, constantly looking at the charts. Nonetheless, guys, this is the money that I made. For some of you it could be a lot, for some of you it could be not a lot, right? And you might actually laugh. I'm actually interested. Let me know in the comments down below if this is a lot of money to you. So my mistake, guys. Looking back, one mistake I made was not focusing enough on evergreen content. So you see, the positive of that was that I could make multiple videos throughout the day. However, longevity of these videos wasn't really there. As you can see, if I go onto this line in here, it was going up if it comes to the views, right? 6k views. cool. And then later on that line was flattening, which means that, you know, I didn't used to get any type of views. So like just a quick boost of views and that's it, right? So like that wasn't really evergreen. That was one of the biggest mistakes I made, you know, running the channel in general. Of course, I'm very happy that I run this channel because first of all, I proved to myself that I can actually make it myself and, you know, make some money on YouTube. Nonetheless, that was the biggest mistake for me. Let's go with affiliate. Every product, every company these days have an affiliate product. Now, I was using this specifically because I use this product myself and I'm very happy with the service, and this is something that I felt can truly benefit my viewers, right? So the first thing is that like many content creators, of course not all of them, I'm not accusing anyone in here, but they are promoting things that they don't really use, they don't really trust, and they don't really care about because obviously, you know, it's money, right? But this is something I didn't want to do. I didn't want to push things to people that I just don't trust, okay? But again, this is something that I have trusted, and I have a couple of these wallets, right? So I was pushing them on my videos almost every day, pretty much. Why it worked, the product itself, affiliate program, right? So it solved a specific problem. So just in case if you wouldn't know like what that is, that's a cold storage wallet for crypto that allows you to store your crypto outside of exchanges on which, you know, things might happen, right? Many hacks, many scams and stuff like this. So it was solving a big problem, right? People could, you know, have their own little bank of crypto in their pocket, right? Now, another reason why it worked is because it matched the content. So I was making crypto videos and the product was basically allowing people to store their crypto, right? So that was kind of, you know, connected. And it was simple to understand. So I was just mentioning benefits that are basically common from holding such a device in your home, in your wallet, wherever, and that's about it. That's the reason it worked. So how you can apply this? So if you are starting, don't overcomplicate this, okay? Many people are saying that they have to have, you know, everything done, you know, from the get-go and all of this. Of course, this is a good way of like planning your YouTube journey and your business journey. Nonetheless, if you don't have a product to sell, don't worry, you don't really need to have it, in my opinion, okay? Because I wasn't selling this product for the first like couple of months or half a year, to be honest with you. I didn't really care. I was just trying to make videos and I was counting on AdSense, right? Now I know that this wasn't the best approach. Anyways, just find something useful for your audience. So like in the case where I was selling this wallet, that's something useful for my audience, right? So it totally depends on like what kind of a topic you're talking about on YouTube, or like what kind of niche you are in, or niche, whatever, however people call it. And as long as it's something that is useful to people, they will purchase, right? Maybe not right away, but of course they will with time. And also connected to your content. So for example, if you are making videos about cooking and you are going to be selling something like I was, this is kind of a mismatch, right? So the audience doesn't really match the potential product, right? So they are not going to turn into customers essentially. So what worked if it comes to that affiliate product? Simple offers, okay? I wasn't really pushing that hard. I was just mentioning that this is something, you know, good for people to have, blah, 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 right? Matching content to audience, that's something that worked, right? I matched these two together. And consistency. Now, the reason why I put consistency as last is because, you know, many people are going to tell you, you just have to be consistent on social media, on YouTube, on TikTok, so on and so forth. But you know, if you are consistent but you really don't have a plan if it comes to making these type of videos on YouTube, or you know, any social media platform, to be honest, consistency isn't really going to help you. So I'll give you another example. Let's say that you want to go on the gym and be ripped as heck if you're a gentleman, and you know, you want to look good if you're a chick, right? But if you, for example, don't sleep well and you don't eat well and you don't drink enough water, the chances of you actually gaining muscle is very, very slim, despite the fact that you are very consistent on going to the gym. So I hope that makes sense, right? Now, what didn't work on my channel? This is something that I'm going to tell you guys right away, because I don't want to like sound like a perfect guru, okay? I think that, you know, even gurus trying to figure things out these days. Anyways, non-evergreen videos. That's something that was the biggest thing that didn't work. My videos weren't evergreen, and that's something that really hurt my channel, because I was just chasing views, and that is a perfect road to be burned out, you know, with your channel, I think. Now, overcomplicating things, overthinking my videos, overthinking the strategies of how I'm going to talk and stuff like this. You know, that was really something that was you know, pushing me backwards. And funny enough is that when I was making videos that are relaxed, I mean, when I was relaxed, when I was talking very freestyle, I would say, this is when I was getting the biggest amount of views. So guys, overcomplicating things and thinking too much about your videos can potentially hurt your channel. Of course, plan your videos, plan what you're going to talk about, but don't think too much, you know, that really hurts sometimes. Now, not focusing on monetization early. So guys, I really had no idea when I was running this channel. I was basically trying to make money from YouTube, from AdSense, okay? But I totally didn't know how it works. I thought that, you know, with the amount of views I'm going to get, I'm going to make enough money to sustain myself and, you know, yada yada yada. But of course, you know, reality kicked in and I realized that, you know, I wasn't focusing on monetization early. Like, for example, different type of products, different types of deals and stuff like this, because, you know, YouTube actually can allow you to make money from multiple sources of income rather than just AdSense. But I actually have a YouTube video about it, so check it out on my channel. Guys, last but not least, you don't need a big channel, you just need a right approach, okay? As I said before, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope that you have gained some value in here, and if you did, please comment, subscribe, and all of that jazz. Peace and love.